Welcome back. Have you ever thought you deserved that raise, but maybe you were too afraid to ask? Maybe you just don't know how to ask. This morning, we're joined by our Career Corner expert, author Russ, to give us some tips on how to get an increase in your salary and the money that you deserve. Good morning to you, Russ.
Well, good morning.
Thanks for joining us. You've written many books, and this one I didn't even know you had until just a couple days ago. I think this is a very hot topic for a lot of people, men and women in the workforce. You know you deserve the money. You know you need the money, but you don't know how to ask.
The question is do you know? And one of the things that I do first is encourage people to take a personal assessment on themselves, what their performance is, and the second thing is taking and really looking at the marketplace to see how they fit in that way in terms of responsibilities, that type of thing that they've done.
Now, is this something that you have to approach? Because a lot of times the employer might not come to you, or you might just get that standard raise, you know, however much it might be that was in your contract or whatnot. But what if you think you deserve a little bit more? You know that you do more. After you take that personal assessment, where do you go from there?
Okay. I really focus around the 3 Ps.
Okay.
And one is taking and being prepared. And so that's doing your research, finding out, doing the assessment like we're talking about. The second thing is your presentation, how you present it, how you approach the whole interview or the raise situation. And then the third thing is professionalism, how you handle the response after that. Because you're not always going to get the raise.
Right.
And so how you approach that is going to be a very big determinant in where you go from there.
What makes people so nervous about just asking that question? I always think it doesn't hurt to ask. What do you think makes people so worried about it?
Well, it's just like in sales, for instance, fear of rejection. You know, what if they say no?
Or if you ask a girl out on a date, right?
Well, they always go out with you, right?
Yeah, that fear of rejection, it might be a little scary to hear the words no, but you can always ask, what can I do better?
Sure. And, you know, when you do the preparation like we're talking about, the conversation goes there, and then your presentation as well. And what you do is you set the format for that discussion. What can I do better? What am I doing well? They do the assessment too, if you're meeting with your HR manager, your boss, that type of thing. And so what I teach is taking the emotion out of it, because emotions...
That tends to get things muffled a little bit.
Yeah, it can make it really hairy, to be honest with you. And so when we take out the emotions, it's more of a fact-finding situation, and it revolves around that. The conversation is really diffused. It's just a normal conversation going in.
And take me really quickly to the employer side. What are they thinking? What's going on in their minds? Say you come into me and ask a raise, or I come into you. What's going on in their head?
Okay. Well, again, it depends on how you approach it.
Okay.
One thing that you want to do is take and have that initial conversation with them to set up a time that to meet and talk about a raise, so that they're prepared as well. And then as far as going through their mind, what they're looking for is, all right, how is your professionalism? How is your presentation in this? And most employers are willing to give raises.
You just got to know how to ask.
That's exactly right.
All right. Well, great. Thank you, Russ, for your time today. Russ has more information in his book, How to Get a Raise. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
It's a simple question. It's just the way you approach it, too.
Sure.
And we're going to have all this information online at KDLT.com. More information on Russ, some tips, and his book, so you can get your hands on this, too, and get that raise that you deserve.
Got it.
All right. Thanks so much again, Russ, for joining us. We'll be right back.